Good evening, I'm Camelia and this is KiniNews. The MACC has given its official confirmation that the agency was indeed investigating former Premier Dr Mahathir Mohamad. The confirmation was made by Azam Baki today.
The MACC has confirmed that it is investigating former Prime Minister Dr Mahathir Mohamad. Its Chief Commissioner Azam Baki told a press conference today that orders issued by MACC to Mahathir's sons, Mokhzani and Mirzan, to declare their assets were related to the probe. However, he declined to reveal any further details on the case. Azam said that Mahathir is one of the persons being investigated in the case. He added that it was following the probe against Mahathir that his two sons were implicated, where it had issued notices under Section 36 of the MACC Act to the sons, asking them to declare their wealth. However, Azam said he does not wish to reveal more details on their alleged offences or the specific accusations against Mahathir. He said to let the investigation take its course first until a time where he saw it fit to give more information. This is the first time the MACC has given official confirmation that the agency was indeed investigating Mahathir. Previously, Mirzan and Mokhzani claimed that their father was the real target of MACC's investigations into their finances. This came after the brothers were ordered to declare their wealth to the anti-graft agency in January. The deadline has since been extended several times as they requested for it.
Lokman Adam has called on MCA to make a decision on whether they want to continue being a part of the unity government. Lokman said this in response to remarks made by Wee Ka Seong on the KKB by-election.
Umno Supreme Council member Lokman Noor Adam has urged MCA to make a decision on its position in the coalition government. This was after the BN component party decided to sit out of the Kuala Kubu Baharu by-election on May 11th. Lokman said that when we decide to be in a team, we must show that we are a team player. He added that if MCA wants to be treated fairly, they must also contribute to strengthening the unity government. Lokman said he believes MCA has to make a decision on whether they want to continue being a part of the unity government or be wherever else they want to be. He also said that MCA should not get offended by criticisms thrown towards the party. He said they understand if MCA feels slighted, but in politics, one should not be so easily offended. He added that in politics, they often criticize others, so they must be willing to accept criticism and to not always think about yourself. Previously, MCA President Wee Ka Seong had questioned the need for his party to assist DAP in the by-election, as the latter often insulted them. Meanwhile, BN Deputy Chairperson Muhammad Hassan said that BN component parties are required to help the government candidate in the by-election.
Before we move on, we're excited to announce our new Malaysia Kini WhatsApp channels. Now you can get the latest news delivered straight to your phone in English, Bahasa Malaysia or Chinese. Join the channel for your preferred language and share it with your friends and family. Now on to the next story. has been instructed to investigate an incident involving a speech by a foreign professor at their campus. The US-based professor had made pro-Israel remarks during his speech at
The Higher Education Ministry has cancelled all programs and activities involving a US-based academic. This came after he made several pro-Israel remarks during a speech at University Malaya. In a statement, Minister Zamri Abdul Kadir said he had also instructed to probe the matter and provide the ministry with details. On April 23rd, Portland State University's political science professor, Bruce Gilley, accused local politicians of advocating for a second Holocaust against the Jews during a speech at A check by Malaysia Kini revealed that he made the remarks during his keynote address at a lecture titled, "Will Malaysia Become an Active Middle Power?" During his address, Gilley had said that a country whose political leaders advocate a second Holocaust against the Jewish people will never be a serious player in world affairs and will certainly never be a friend or partner of the US. Gilley also shared excerpts from his address on his X account, citing a remark by Agriculture and Food Security Minister Muhammad Sabu at a rally in October last year that Israel will soon disappear, as an example of an anti-Jew remark. He has since removed this post from X, citing safety concerns of his colleagues at He added that he had also safely departed from Malaysia and that it was not a safe country to travel to now. Meanwhile, Zamri urged local higher education institutions to be more careful when selecting speakers for their events. He said although universities have autonomy when it comes to organizing their intellectual programs, it doesn't mean they have absolute freedom, and we must consider local sensitivities. He added that the decisions made by varsities must be in line with the government's stand and policies.
Meanwhile, UM has apologized over the incident. It added that a detailed report on the matter is being prepared and strict action will be taken against individuals involved.
University Malaya has apologized for the incident involving US-based academic Bruce Gilley. This is over the latter's pro-Israel remarks during a recent speech at its campus. In a statement today, the varsity also pledged to improve its procedures and guidelines in vetting individuals it works with in the future. said they take heed of Higher Education Minister Zamri Abdul Qadir's recommendations and have taken immediate steps to cancel all programs and activities the foreign lecturer was scheduled to attend. The varsity added that they regretted the controversial statements that offended the people's sentiments. It said a detailed report on the matter is being prepared and strict action will be taken against individuals involved. Earlier today, Zamri said he had instructed UM to investigate the matter and provide the ministry with details. The minister also urged local higher education institutions to be more careful when selecting speakers for their events.
A political scientist believes that a defeat in the Kuala Kubu Baharu by-election will serve as a wake-up call for Pakatan Harapan and force them to rethink their plans for the next general election.
Wong Ching-wat believes that a defeat in the upcoming by-election would force Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and his coalition to return to the drawing board instead of riding on the notion that non-Malays and liberal Malaysians have no other options. According to Wong, this notion had also contributed to the government's inaction or slow response to ethno-religious controversies like the one involving KK Mart. Speaking to Malaysia Kini, the political scientist described the Kuala Kubu Baharu contest as tough for DAP and one that could translate into defeat if the turnout among Chinese and Indian voters is poor. Wong said a negative outcome would also force Pakatan Harapan to rethink its electoral planning for the next national polls. He said, some leaders in Harapan, including those in DAP, hope to seal the Madani government parties, Harapan component and Umno in particular, into a super coalition like a new BN. However, he said a defeat in the by-election will kill this wishful thinking and bring all parties to reality. He added that it may counterintuitively improve the inter-ally relationship when the parties need to seriously think through the rules of engagement, both as partners in the current government and rivals in elections later. Wong said the ambiguity sometimes contributes to hostility getting out of hand. The Kuala Kubu Baharu by-election is being held following the death of Lee Ki-hyung on March 21st due to cancer. The Election Commission has set May 11th as the polling day and this Saturday as the nomination day.
Anwar has denied reports that the government is considering giving a casino license to Forest City. He said the claims made were not true.
Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has dismissed the report claiming that the government was considering building a casino in Forest City, Johor. When met after an open house event today, this was what he had to say about the matter.
Casino license ibu aku. Casino license yang no.
Earlier, Bloomberg reported that Malaysia is in talks with tycoons to open a casino in Forest City, a $100 billion project in Johor that is on the verge of becoming a white elephant. The business portal quoted sources as saying that Anwar met Berjaya founder Vincent Tan and Genting Group's Lim Kok Tay in a lunch meeting last week to discuss the matter. The report stated that discussions on the issuance of the license are still at the initial stage.
Spread positivity by joining our Muhibah story photo and essay campaign by April 30th. Selected stories will be featured on Malaysia Kini and contributors will receive a free 1-month subscription. Let's build a better Malaysia together. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Kim. Thanks for watching.